The last few months have been very dry across the Midlands, but with some rain this past weekend, drought conditions have begun to improve just a little bit. So for the latest on who saw the biggest changes, let's check in with our meteorologist, Corey Smith.
Well, it's another sunny day here across the Midlands. The dry weather looks to continue, but we did pick up some rain this past weekend, and that helped out drought conditions for portions of the Midland. Taking a look at the Drought Monitor for last week, notice pretty much the entire state underneath some sort of drought conditions. But this week, some good news for some of us. Others, not so much. Right along the I-20 corridor, so as you head towards Augusta, you can see even some drought removal in portions of the Midlands, but then you look at counties like Kershaw, Sumter, Lee, and Clarendon, and there's still severe drought. In fact, that severe drought number, 23% of the state, hasn't dropped from last week. So why have we seen things improve in portions of the state and others, things look just as dry as what we saw? Well, the reason is the rainfall that we saw last weekend wasn't very equal. Taking a look at the radar and what we picked up, well, right along the I-20 corridor where we saw conditions improve, 1 to 3 inches or more. That extends from Aiken towards Lexington and even Richland counties. And then outside of that, well, the drop off pretty sharp, where we saw not much in the way of rainfall. But let's talk about what's to come. This is the Climate Prediction Center temperature map, and you might be wondering, why are we looking at temperatures? Well, notice that very good probability of warm weather in the southeastern United States. This is because of high pressure, or what we like to call the southeast ridge. This high pressure just off the coast brings in warm air from the south, but the high also keeps us dry, and that's really going to be the trend as we close out this week and as we close out the year as well. Not much in the way of rain chances to really help our counties that are in such desperate need of rain right now. As you look towards next year in the beginning of January, there does look like there could be a pattern change, and maybe that does bring some more rain into the forecast. And if that does happen, we're going to let you know here on News 19. From outside the studio, I'm meteorologist Corey Smith.
And if you've been wondering where all that wet weather has been, it's all been out in California, where they're experiencing a very wet, cold time coming up with this past week. There might even have snow along the Sierra Nevada range as well. No snow here, though, in South Carolina.